Responsible for your safety. The area you are entering is known to contain outlaws, lunatics, and monstrosities. Remember, shot is a wasted bullet. You have been warned.
Hello again. You need anything, Molly will be here. Hello again. Whoa, now that's nice. Very good. Want to trade again? You know where to find me. If out new comes into me hands, it goes straight in stock. Just saying. It's worth coming back to see. Perhaps I can throw in a bit of gossip too. That battery thingy I sold you. Quite a find, isn't it? Made by the boffins, if I'm not mistaken. You know, I used to have another. I sold it a while back to someone in village. Let me think. Aye, it was the vicar I sold it to. Right keen to have it, he was. Said something about being a collector. Don't know why you'd collect that old stuff. I suppose he finds the glow nice to look at. You need anything, Molly will be here.
Hands away
There
from
has
any
been a
weapons,
theft
you.
from the village hall. Do you have any information about this crime? If so, report it immediately. Criminals is a serious offense. Attention! There has been a theft from the village hall. Do you have any information about this crime? If so,
use the interchange to get to Oberon, then blow it to Kingdom Come. It's our only hope of escaping this awful place.
What was that? Well, now.
citizens of Wyndham, remember that your village is one of the few remaining bastions of normality within the zone. Keep it that way. Be normal.
It's like
Drop
having another
it.
bloody war.
Toe the line, you!
Citizens of Wyndham, the woods are still off limits. If you need to approach the woods for foraging, request an escort at the village hall. You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety. If you approach any military areas in the area, you will be presumed to have hostile intent, and you will be fired upon. Remember, a warning shot is a wasted bullet. You have been warned.
Nice and slow now.
Hello? Someone there? Who the hell are you? No sort of moves or I'll shoot you dead. Who told you I was here? Who sent you? Oh, that's nice. But it doesn't answer my question. Who do you stand with? The village or the protocol lot? Huh. Wisest thing I've heard out of you so far. You're not from round here at all, are you? This must be very strange to you. I won't ask where you came from, but I do want to know what you'd intend. Do you know? Most folk round here like to live in ignorance. So you one up on them. Maybe we've got a bit of common ground between us after all. Look, we got off on the wrong foot. Half the strangers out there would kill you for your shoes as soon as look as you. So I have to be careful. My name's Nora. Used to live in the village. But put that army captain's nose out of joint by answering back. Now I try to help the villagers out from here. I can trade if you have out worth selling. Aye. I know something about that. Been poking round here long enough, haven't I? There's a big old bunker called the Interchange that those boffins built. The soldiers get proper excited about that one. I know there's a door in the army camp to the south of here. I also know they'll kill you before you get within spitting distance of it, any road. I heard it's locked up tight as a bank vault. You'll never get in. Believe you me, I'd give me eye teeth to know what was going on in there. But it might as well be on moon. What? Seriously? Bloody hell. How'd you manage? You know. Oh, don't matter. You find out useful or interesting. You remember me and Wyndham, all right? Folk around here have it bloody hard. And if it's anything good to come out of that place, you think of them. Not much call for those. All happy? Good luck. Things wash around the zone and sometimes fetch up here. Might well be something you want. So drop in any time you're near. All right, listen. As someone who's happy to do a bit of business, mayhap you'll help me out with another kind. If you're going in the direction of Wyndham, I have a message that needs delivering. It's for Alf. In the pub. For his eyes only. You hear? You get the happy glow that comes from doing the right thing. And I suppose Alf might give you something to make it worth your while. Right, here's the message. Get that to him as soon as you can. Bit of advice for you. While you're here, Skethermore isn't what you'd call friendly. Down in Wyndham, the soldiers will leave you be, seeing as how you're a stranger. But out here, It's dog eat dog. There's folk round here that'll kill you for the sweat on your brow, so watch yourself. Watch your back out there.
Let them get their numbers back up. Doesn't take long. This is a defense announcement. From today, watch rotor B for beer is in operation. Repeat, B for beer. Soldiers who are unsure of their assignments should speak to their NCO immediately.
I wonder if the gossip party about the recon finding this area is true. God, I hope so. I'd kill for a mug of fresh. Not sure about you.
Hello. I've not seen you before, have I? Welcome. Right, I've got a quick question for you. It might seem a bit blunt, but I've learned to avoid confusion later. You're not going to try and kill me, are you? Excellent answer. I can see we're going to get along like an house on fire. You're new around here, aren't you? Bootsy never forgets your face. And I haven't seen yours before. And you're not in uniform, which means you're not one of us army lads. Protocol now, that's what we go by. Well, this region you're in is our land for a start. We took over an old RAF place. Good and secure. We see off any threats from there. Take warning though, outlaws have tried it on in the past. And it's made the patrols here in Skedamore a bit trigger-happy. If you have plans to wander about, be careful. Soldiers won't tell you from the next bugger, and they'll shoot before they ask. Now then, if it's supplies you're after, then Bootsy's your man. I'm Corporal Bootsy, by the way. Hello. I can get my hands on stuff for trade that the folks in the village can't. There I am. One of the heroic squaddies sent to sort out this whole palaver. You can see how well that turned out. Soldiering ain't so noble around here anymore. Not in a place like this. So, I just make life a bit more bearable for people. Bit of buying and selling never hurt no one, did it? Well, that's all hush-hush, as you can imagine. Something odd came out with the government projects here, and anything that doesn't look right, well, Captain has us burn it to cinders. There's this stuff you see, and I should stop talking. Captain has had me eyes if he knew. You'd understand. See you around, chum. A return customer. Care to see me stock? Very good. Don't see many of those. See you around, chum.
Information about this crime? If so, report it immediately to the protocol officer. Remember, colluding with criminals is as
I won't warn you again. Good move. Keep walking.
Not sure about you.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember, strangers may be dangers. If you encounter anyone who is unfamiliar to you,
Or I'll drop you.
report their presence as soon as possible to the control authority.
You won't be told again. Off with you. This is your final warning. Leave. And keep moving.
Citizens of Wyndham, pagan practices of any kind are strictly forbidden. Any breach of this regulation is punishable by death. Protocol is no longer responsible for your safety. The area you are entering is known to contain outlaws, lunatics, and monstrosities.
ours, just how long does it take to evacuate one facility? Word from Jack is that the military has locked down the site. Not a peep from Emma since... What are we calling it? Explosion? They aren't telling us anything. Perkins is muttering about the Lord of the Flies now, the bloody fool. I shall strike him if he comes near me with that nonsense.
are you doing?
Trying to help you, Dr. Fisher. Now stay still.
No! 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 Get that away from me, Alan! It's not... Ah! It's not...
It will save you bloody life. The infection's tearing you apart, trust me.
Get away! Keep your experience to yourself!
Fisher!
Hello? Hello? The instrument's just registered an emergency access. Whoever's in here, I mean you no harm. This is Joyce Tanner. I'm part of the investigation team on Convoy 5. And, well, I don't know how you got into this place, but it's bloody marvelous. I'm in Data Store Charlie. Get to it if you can.
Let's be having them.
Hello? Who's there? Well, gosh. This is a surprise. When I saw movement, I thought it might be one of those awful feral goblins some people seem to have turned into. You don't look like a goblin, though. Or an outlaw. So, just exactly who are you? Well, I can't argue with that. We find ourselves in very strange times. You haven't immediately tried to kill me, at least. That's a pleasant change. Sometimes I think I'm the only sane one left in the zone. I'm Joyce, by the way. Joyce Tanner. How'd you do? Well, we can put questions of identity aside, I think, seeing as I should be thanking you. I gather that you're the one who's responsible for restoring the power supply here. I've been trying to get in here for simply ages. Oh, I've just about given up hope. My, but you're full of satiable curiosity, aren't you? Well, I've nothing to hide. There was an expeditionary convoy sent in a few months ago. And Muggins here was seconded to it. I'm a communications specialist. Girl boffin, the squaddies call me. They needed us ladies to hold up the science end of things. I was drafted in, along with a Dr. Garrow. They say she was a big name here, before the disaster. Anyway, the expedition did not go swimmingly, let me tell you. We barely made it into Slattendale when the bridge was blown out from under us, and the convoy wrecked. Before we knew what was happening, we were beset by a horde of whooping maniacs in masks. It was awful. I doubt it. Our helicopters fared even worse. The interference field around this whole site brought them down. I think I may well be the sole survivor of the convoy. But things are certainly looking up now we're in here. Isn't it a remarkable sight? The Interchange in all its glory. I was beginning to think I'd never see the inside of it. Think of all the secrets that might be hidden here. Well, the Interchange itself seems to be wired together like some sort of big computer. These data stores all connect to the central data processor. Though with the power cut, it looks like it's gone into a sort of a dormant state. No doubt that was part of the drill to get this place mothballed when the disaster happened. Whatever it was. As for the research they were doing here, well, I don't know. You could poke around and find out, I suppose. The important thing is that we're in here, and I cannot overstate my delight that you managed it. Now, finally, there's a chance I can get into the communication systems proper. And listen, we don't need to trust each other just yet. But maybe we can work together. It's a bit of a two-person job, this. Look, if I can get a message through the interference field, I should be able to sort out an exit for us. I'd need a whole array of transmitters to punch through the interference, though. There are a few radio towers across the area that should do the trick. I've restored power to them, but I seem to be locked out of their controls. The operators must have isolated the towers from the network when the quarantine was declared. But look, if you could find each tower and release the security lock, I can fiddle around this end and try to use the array to blast out a signal. Here, I'll give you map coordinates for each tower. Good luck. Do your best. And try not to get eaten by any goblins. If you can give me access to all those radio towers, well, there might be hope for us yet.